Hey, beautiful people, it's Jennifer, and today is day 6, oh my goodness, of Sorcery Salon. And we're talking today about financial sorcery. So you as the source and your financial sorcery. So, what do we want to talk about today? We want to talk about you having deep financial awareness and the abundance code, self-belief, and trust in your own personal abundance, and what needs to get in place for you to be able to access that on a consistent basis. You know, what can happen is that you might know some of these energetic principles and you're practicing them, you're using them, and the facilitation that you do for other people is creating giant changes in their financial profile, but not changing your financial profile. And so what happens at this phase is you're starting to bring in really great money, but it's like going away just as fast as it comes in. And so what do we want to talk about today? So we're going live today for 22 minutes. So we'll be going for just basically up until about 10 minutes before the hour. And today I really want to talk to you about I'm excited, I'm like getting anxious. What is deep financial awareness and what are the abundance codes for you? So you will have very specific to your chart what you need to do, like what's your vocation, what's your culture, what's your actual super highway, and what do people want from you? So it may be like, it's so interesting. I follow a bunch of people on Instagram, and I was asking some questions about my profile. I'm a 2-4, so that's the hermit opportunist. So basically, the hermit needs a lot of alone time. And so having a business where I work 40 hours a week is not going to work for me. And so if you have that hermit in your profile, how do you get deep financial awareness, and like what are the abundance codes for someone who can't spend that much time with the public, is not energized by their engagement with the public? It's so interesting. I have this friend of mine who goes live on TikTok and does these psychic readings. She's just amazing. She also has she does true crimes, so she looks into crimes and receives mediumship information from the other side about crime. And she's a projector though, so when she plugs into all this energy, from 70% of the population are generators and projectors are non-energy types, and so it's a nice beneficial plug-in for her. She feels energized by that interaction in her work, and so she gets to demonstrate her work, and also that people get to have a really nice plug-in with her, and she is energized by the type of work. And I would say probably if the money is not consistent for you, or if it's going out as fast as it comes in, and if you have a lack of trust in your financial acumen, then what can happen is there's just some plugins that need to get changed. And it sounds so easy, right? It's like, what are the plugins? Just tell me what the plugins are. So I can't very specifically tell you what the plugins are for you. Those are located in your charts. And then also when I start to talk to you, your aura is showing me what's in the Akashic records for you about how to build a business that is sustainable. And so I had a client here today and we were talking about sustainable business practices, and there's also sustainable financial practices for sure. Absolutely. And, what are those for you? Like, you may follow me. I actually did a post a couple of days ago about being introverted, and, that hermit part of my profile, like maybe 3-4 days a week maximum contact with people. And I'm very energized by the work that I do with my clientele, but it's also takes my energy to be able to do that. And so I have to be in a place and space doing the work that I love. And so if you are a generator or a manifesting generator, you must do the work that you love. And I say every single profile needs to be doing the work that they love, the work that energizes them. Otherwise, like, what's the actual point? We are so far away from the paradigm of like going to work, doing work you hate because it pays the bills and it allows you to put money away for the future. And I would say, how many people out there, my question, how many people out there actually do have the financial awareness, the financial acumen, the codes, and trust in their own personal abundance to be able to create for themselves? Because there's a bunch of different vehicles that you could be using to make money, and I know a ton of them, and I would love to share them with you. But if you do not have the codes, you know, it's like teach a man to fish, or just give a man a fish, or a woman. You know, that's the paradigm. I can't make you make money. I can be the invitation for you to be able to choose that. And so this is why this is part 6 of a 9-phase progression. And this is stage 2 of the financial aspect of things, because you have to be sovereign, guys. You have to be sovereign to make these choices. So if you're waiting for your life partner to be able to be abundant with you, you have to choose it. You have to choose it, guys. And I have so many different success stories about clients who have chosen audaciously to have money almost in spite of their partner. You know, their partner doesn't have the abundance codes that they have. And so we have to like take the abundance codes and use them in the aura of that client so that that client can be the source of abundance for that family unit. And, you know, that works. You don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You don't have to throw your partner out. You just have to step into your position as somebody who is the person who can receive the money. Because it may be that you are the person who is better positioned to receive the money. And so I can see that in your charts. You know, I can see it in the colors and in the tones of your human design charts as well. You know, there are people who need to have a very, very simple business, and that they may actually need somebody to be their hype team. And that's something that I do need more of in my business. I'm just starting to get out onto other people's podcasts and start talking about, you know, me and my business and my acumen and what I can share with you. But, you know, people go through things in their lives. And so I think kindness and also noticing those parts of your life, you guys, where, you know, the tide goes out. And then you get to see all the sand dollars, and, you know, you get to pick whatever you want off the beach. And then there are times where the tide is in and you're just really just like basically keeping your head above water. And yeah, it's just so very, very interesting. What I love the best is helping people build a deadly accurate internal wealth and abundance compass, where they know, okay, well, this is the type of work that I do. This is the type of work that lights me up. And I will tell you that the type of work that lights you up, that makes you feel inspired, that makes you feel like, oh, I could do this every day, all day, is the type of work that you are supposed to be doing. And then I hear people, they're like, but I can't do that for business. I'm like, dude, you can do anything for business. There are vending machines in like Japan that sell like used socks and worse, and people freaking buy them, you guys. People buy them. And so, not saying that you're gonna do that, but you could. And what is it that like makes you giggle, makes you feel like, yeah, I would love to do that every day, all day? And lean into that with your personalized decision-making process that you have learned in the sovereignty phase. Now you're going to move it over into the sorcery phase and start to become the source, because you are the source. It's not outside of you. It's not a guru. it's you. And in many cases, it's your heart, it's your gut, it's your third eye, all working in tandem, all programming that aura to bring you those opportunities, the people, places, and things that you're supposed to be interacting with that are here to bring you deep, lasting joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, success, peace, and like an awe-inspiring life. You're like giggling yourself to sleep at night, thinking about all of the different things that you did in one day or in 1 week or in 1 month. And I would say right now, people are really, really positioned to have a quantum leap. Their eyes are open after, years and years of maybe being asleep, taking care of the kids, just barely paying the bills. And, they're starting to ask for so much more. So much more. And it's beyond like the normal shit, like so much beyond the normal shit. And I would say when you get into the sorcery phase, when you make yourself the source of your life and, you really discover that you are more opulent than you actually know, then it's actually incumbent on you. Like, it makes me think of this client that I have. It's incumbent on her to bring this money in to change the paradigm. So sometimes people are like, oh, well, I have way more than enough money, way more than enough. It's not about money. Well, what if the money that you have is poised to impact people? And so what is that impact that you're supposed to be having? And you wouldn't be given the money, you wouldn't be given the resources, you wouldn't be given that type of business and that type of responsibility and that type of energy if you didn't actually have something that you can share with the collective. And so how you share it with the collective is going to be unique to you. And, if you are using it in a way that honors you as a being, honors you as the source, the center of your universe, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You see these people out there who are just unbelievably successful, unbelievably wealthy. And I think it really has a lot to do with, one, strategic introductions, two, being willing to be the source of their success and their own personal joy. And then these energetic principles, and then being aware of your own personalized decision-making process. Like a lot of it is magnetic. For 70% of the population, you are a generator or a manifesting generator. So you have this magnet in your chest that pulls the people, places, and things towards you. And then it's just a yes-no process. You're like, okay, does this make me feel more like myself? Does this make me feel lit up? Does this make me feel like I'm creating a better future for the planet? Because it's not about you. It's just not about you. It's about what you can bring to the table cosmically, what you can bring to the table energetically. And then when you get hooked into you at the top level of your being, like all of the things that you think you need to change, like maybe you need to be better looking, maybe you need to be in better shape, maybe you need to just be a better person. All of that just falls away because you're doing your deep, deep soul satisfying work on the planet. And in many cases for the generators, they could work 10-hour days. They could work 12-hour days doing the thing that they love, especially if they've got like a 4, 5, and 6 at the beginning of their profile. That's a transpersonal profile. You're actually supposed to be out there working with people. And the 1s, 2s, and 3s are way more for like a closed program or intimate work, one-to-one work, or small group work with people, or a closed program. And so would we be talking about this if you were to be working with me with Sorceress of Success? Absolutely. And you can have a conversation with me about how that works. This is an application only process. You know, not everybody's going to get into this, because I would say I freaking love it when people go all in. If you go all in, I'll probably go all in anyways. But then if you show me that you're not all in, then I'm starting to pull back my energy. I need you to be all in on this, especially as we head into 2027. There's an energetic shift that's taking place in 2027. It's already coming through. And so what's happening is we're starting to individuate as beings. We are individuals. And so the world is going to be changing. These big box stores, I don't know if they're going to survive. You know, this like World Economic Forum stuff, I don't know if it's going to survive. But what you are going to need is to have a deep awareness of your own personal finances, because people aren't going to be there to rescue you. You need to be your own knight in shining armor, and also express your talents on this planet, you guys. Express them. Express them. That's what you're here to be and do. And you are a maestro. You are an artist with what it is that you do. And so very, very important for you to be able to express that. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay. In fact, none of this transmutation, you know, none of the transfiguration, none of the magic happens with one person standing alone in a room. It takes two people to create an alternate universe that you can step into. If you could create an alternative universe all by yourself, you would have already done it, and you would already be successful, you would already be happy, you would already have the things that you say that you want to have. So right now at this phase, say you are in phase 6 of working with me, we're talking about having body awareness of what your business looks like, body awareness of what your finances look like. And why? Because the reason to have money is so that you can take deep, deep care of your body and have beautiful, opulent experiences with your body. To wear cashmere if you want. I love cashmere. You know, to wear beautiful artisan jewelry if you want. You know, to have a beautiful home. You know, like I love to collect art. Original art pieces. And that, for my eyeballs, I have something called outer vision. And it's actually really igniting and energizing, and helps me think properly if I am in a beautiful environment. And so I kind of knew that about myself. I have these movies that I watch when I'm like distressed. I'm like, okay, it's time to turn on this movie. And the movies are like, you know, beautiful costumes and just beautiful vistas and, you know, everything that my eyes want to see. It's like total eye candy. And I would say that for you, it's time to know deep, deep in your heart, to have a deep trust of your own personal awareness, of your own personal decision-making process, and what is strategic wealth creation and abundance for you. That's so much bigger than paying the bills. You know what? You will always have enough money to pay the bills that need to get paid. You just will. And the bills that don't need to get paid, like I wonder. And I do this 3 times a year. I have a look at like sort of like the little subscriptions that I have, you know, sort of like Netflix, and, you know, like what am I using? That's like, I call it the death of 1,000 cuts. Like, what am I using? These like little tiny financial services or, you know, personal things that I'm paying out monthly for. And really have a look at them from an energetic perspective, because there will be some things that you are paying for monthly that do add to your wealth profile, to your abundance, to have those available to you. And then there's stuff that you're paying for that you're like, why am I even paying for that? And so super, super important at an energetic level that you trust yourself, you trust your decision-making process, that every week or every month or every quarter, there is some sort of financial up level that's going on that's adding to your wealth profile. And why do I want you to have wealth? Well, wealth puts you at the decision-making table. And I will tell you that there are so many soulless people at the decision-making table right now. They have no souls. They're fucking scary. And so the more people like us who feel deeply and, you know, who are able to know what the planet wants, what the children want, what the trees and the plants and the animals and the land wants, and then we start to get to those tables where the decision-making processes are taking place. Or maybe we're just in the room. We have the energy to format the room where people start to make more conscious choices when we are in the room. How freaking valuable is that, you guys? That is so freaking valuable. So that's what I want to leave you with today. If you've been watching this, if you can like and share and comment what you are enjoying about these videos, that really goes a ton with the Facebook algorithm. That is that's a request that I have of you. I'm also a generator. I'm a manifesting generator. And so if you respond, if you make comments on my videos, that really helps me to give you some more information. I have 3 more classes coming up. Tomorrow we're talking about serenity and bodies and why it is so essential that your body is calm, your body is serene, your body is relaxed, and why nothing on this planet is supporting that these days. You have to make an audacious choice to be serene in the face of conflict, serene in the face of distraction. And so we're going to go live 2:22 tomorrow afternoon, 2:22 Pacific. And that's your invitation, reflectors, projectors, manifestors, manifesting generators, and generators. Please join me at 2:22 tomorrow, where we're going to talk about serenity in your body. Super love it. Thank you for showing up today, especially those who showed up live. I really appreciate your time. I know there's a ton of things that you could be watching or doing. So yeah, let me know what you think. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow. Super love you. Bye.